welcome back to Tutorial Tuesday. This week I am making a Shabby Chic banner that I'm going to use for Christmas. And I'm going to use Gina's Build a Banner Kit, and it comes with 4 of these and then 4 of these. But what I'm going to do is just go ahead and glue them together for my purposes. I am getting ready to have a very shabby Christmas. My husband doesn't really know that yet. It's a surprise. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be the first time, I think, since we've been married that I haven't decorated the tree traditionally. So, we'll see what everybody thinks about that. So here it is. I just glued it on with Fabri-Fix. I meant to buy Fabri-Tac. Not sure how I ended up with Fabri-Fix, but I swear they're the same thing. I don't know. So I've got those glued together, and then I put my gesso up. So excuse me. I'll go ahead and get it out. I'm going to go ahead and gesso the front of this. Oh, stuck my finger in it. Okay. That's not the first time that's happened. Alright, I have a giant tub of gesso, but I go through it so fast, I feel like I gesso like everything, so, you know, I gotta buy the biggest ones when I have a coupon, because it's not cheap. No, it is not cheap. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this whole thing just covered, and I'm not trying to cover too evenly, because really it's gonna have stuff all over the top of it, but what I want to make sure is that I get the edges, because you'll still be able to see those. So I want to get the edges covered for sure in those little cracks. Alright, now the side. I'm not worried about making a mess on the back, because I am going to cover the back too. Okay, so about got the front covered. Yay! Alright, and so I'm just going to set that to the side and let that dry before I get the back of that. Alright, I don't have to go on all the way. Alright, and then I'm just going to wipe off my brush with this wipe. I don't take very good care of my brushes, it's true. There, see, done. Alright, the other thing I'm using from Gina's is these cardstock doilies. I just love her cardstock doilies. I'm using 2 different kinds on this banner. I'm using with this, I don't know what you'd call this, and the other one has more like daisies or little flowers around the edges. So what I'm doing with this is I have cut some beautiful little angel images from these amazing napkins. I think you'll be able to see it better like this. And look, they're just so cute. So I'm putting a different little angel on each one. And I am just going to Mod Podge that on. Now normally I like to use a watered down Mod Podge when I'm working with like napkins that's something so thin. But honestly, I just don't feel like mixing up a batch of that right now. So we're just going to forge ahead with the Mod Podge the way that it goes. Alright, just as thick as it is, and hopefully not mess up this adorable little image. I'm just going to stick it right on there. So pretty. Okay, and then I'm also going to give it a layer on the top. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so very cute. Love it. So I'm going to set that over to the side to dry. Wipe off my brush and all my little goopy messes here. This mat, I tell you, it takes a beating and keeps on ticking. Alright, let's see. I don't need Mod Podge for anything else. No, we're good. Alright, so let me just heat dry the top of this a little bit. It doesn't take that long to dry, but look what's dangling. I got like hot glue strings dangling off of it. Okay, that's actually good enough for me to go ahead and do the other side of that. There we go. I like to have both sides covered because where I am actually planning on hanging it, you'll be able to see the front and the back. So I do want to get a nice coating on the back of it. But I'm only going to put on one coat. I'm not that worried about it where it's got to be perfect. Just don't want it to look like cardboard. I want it to be white. Okay. You know I love Christmas decorations. I don't normally get so into making my own, but since I've had this crazy idea about just this shabby Christmas, I have been going crazy already making Christmas stuff. Okay, and I am so excited about this one. Let me get that. All right, so now let me set that over there while I clean up my mess. All right, I believe I am done with the gesso. And I'm going to go ahead and try to give my brush a proper clean. I am using this brush and stencil cleaner by Deco Art. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm just going to roll that around in there to also clean up all this dried up mess I've got on my mat. All right, and then I'm just going to use my paper towel to wipe it all up nice and neat. And then I'm going to go back in here with my baby brush. Now this still, I could do this a few more times with this brush, but I'm going to actually go wash it proper in the sink when I'm done with this project. Okay, so let me go ahead and dry this side. Where's that crocodile? I need to dig out my crocodile. I just recently bought a crocodile. I know, right? I haven't had one. And now that I have one, I'm punching holes in everything. I love it. I think I'm going to have to break down and buy a new heat gun though, because sometimes when this one gets really hot, like I can smell something burning. That can't be a good sign. All right, let me grab my crocodile. All right, so I'm going to use my crocodile to put a hole in the very bottom right here. Not sure where that accent came from. Sorry about that. Okay, right in the middle. Well, yeah, close enough to the middle because I don't quite have skills in that area, but that's not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, put that up. All right, now what I want to do is cover, what did I do first? Oh, I gotta remember. Okay, I'm gonna cover the whole thing with this. I just cut this out of some lace fabric that I had, and it's just a rough cut. It's not perfect because it doesn't have to be. But what I like to adhere everything down with is going to be the good old Fabri-Tac. So I'm not going to put on too much because there's going to be a lot of stuff going over this that will help to hold it down. So just kind of a random little, and we're good to go. That is a technical term. Okay. Now, and I'm just going to put it right, lay it on, yay. Oh, where's my little fingertip? Okay, my cat comes in and grabs it and runs off with it all the time. But it's the only way to keep the glue off my fingers. Oh, come on. The cat's been in my office, y'all. Let me see. Oh, I got an extra one up here. All right. Good old Jake. I like to use this because the glue doesn't stick to it. And if I try to do it with my fingers, you know, it's just a big giant ridiculous mess. Okay. Yay, done. All right, now I'm going to put this. Let's see, which way does it go? Sometimes you can't tell. Maybe that's because sometimes it doesn't matter. I'm actually going to put this around on the edges. All right, so don't you hate when that happens? Look at that glob. All right, let me see if I can spread out that glob. Sometimes that's just too hard to do. I'm really trying. Okay, let's go with that. Sure, why not? And then I bring it all the way down there because I'm going to cut that off into a point later, but I want to make sure it gets all the way up to the edge right there. And then scissors. Okay, yes. Yay, here they are. And then I'm going to press it down and up to the edge with my little fingertip, my pink fingertip cover. Keeps the glue off of me. Yay! Fantastic. All right, now, same thing on the other side. This one ought to be a little bit easier than the other side will. Maybe, if I can get it to come out. All right, there it goes. Yay. Okie dokie. So, same thing. I'm going to line it up. Why does it look like... Let's go this way. Let's just do it. It's not really that big a deal. Okay, cut it off. And then make sure it's up to the edge. Yeah, love it. Well, there goes my Fabri-Tac spitting again. All right, and then I'm just going to cut off the excess here. Yeah, and then kind of make it into a point at the bottom. Let me go this way so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Much nicer. Okay. My trash can. There it is. I have to keep my trash can put up, or my dog gets into it. Anybody else got it? Got one of those dogs? The trash hound? Yeah. All right. So what else? What did I do next? Okay. This beautiful trim here I cut to go across the top. Isn't it so pretty? Just love it. All right, so that's going on the top. This side is the back, I believe. Yes, 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 it is. Okay. Oh, my glue's spitting everywhere. And I'm just doing the whole thing with Fabri-Tac because Fabri-Tac just will hold it. It holds and holds. It's not like with hot glue where you could like tear it apart sometimes if you need to. But it also doesn't dry immediately like the hot glue, so if you need to move things around, you can. So it is just my go-to adhesive. I love my Fabri-Tac. See how pretty that is already? Absolutely love it. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. See, this is why the Fabri-Tac comes in handy, because I have to take it off because I wasn't ready for it yet. I just did that to show you how easy you could do it that way. Anybody believe that? All right. I have to go ahead and put it on the banner before I start adding that. So what I am using here is this blanket binding somebody gave to me. And so I actually cut it in half. And then I'm using this top half to put it in. So let me add some more glue to it. Oh, that was a perfect example of why I use Fabri-Tac right there. If I would have hot glued that on, I would have been able to get it off, and I would have just been coming up with a new plan real quick. Okay, so I put Fabri-Tac on both sides, and now I'm going to slide it into my banner. Make sure it's about even spaced apart. And then I'm going to push the banner in and pull it down. Okay. Now here's the thing is actually I should have waited to put this and this on too, but it's going to look fine, I think. I'm not going to worry too much about it because what's done is done. All right. So more glue. Well, in almost all of these shabby projects I've been doing, I've been using this glue. So we're running down on the bare bottle right here. Okay, now let's get this on here. Hopefully it won't look too bad since it doesn't have this over it like the other pieces do. Yeah, okay. All right. And then next, I just gathered, put a running stitch through some really cute lace and made like a 1-layer flower. And that is going to go right here in the middle of my pennant. Wait, I gotta wait for my glue to run down to the bottom. Okay. And let's see. Right here. Yeah, looks good. Looks good to me. And then right on top of that is gonna go one of these little doilies. Wait, cat hair. Huh. Sorry. Hazard. Jake just kind of comes up here and makes himself at home anytime he wants, so I really have to be careful what projects that I'm laying about. Alright, and we've got that. Darn it, y'all. This is why I make videos and I edit them all the time. I forgot to add my dangle. But luckily, I've used Fabri-Tac and it's not that big a deal. This needs to go under both of these. Goodness sakes. This is the video of mistakes, but they're all fixable. All right, so let me pop that up because this goes under here. Right, like so. Oh, yes. Another reason why I love this. Okay, now this is already dry. It's time to add our beautiful angel medallion. Note to self, use a brand new bottle when you're gonna do a tutorial without editing. Okay. And then that's gonna go right here. Oh, these are so cute. So cute. Okay. And now I made a little dangle for the bottom. Let me get my little tool. Oh, I got hair everywhere. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's add our little bead to the bottom. Right now that I have this crocodile, I'm telling you, everything is going to have dangles. Okay, so that just dangles off the bottom. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's on the top. Let's see, what do I need? One more thing? One more thing? Where are you? One more thing? Oh, 2 more things. Sorry. I am going to add this beautiful butterfly applique. Isn't it so pretty? I'm putting them in between each pennant just because it looks nice. And I am actually going to use both my Fabri-Tac and my hot glue for this. Let's cover that whole space and figure out which way is which way. I think it goes this way. And that's going to go right there in the middle. Down a little bit. Yeah. Down a little bit. Alright, and then I am going to just add a little bit of stickles because, you know, everything should have stickles. I mean, why wouldn't you? Stickles is so sparkly and pretty. But just, you know, putting little, kind of framing the angel with some stickles. It just gives a really pretty touch to it. Like, I want to put stickles on everything. I just think they're beautiful. And I am using, which one am I using? Crystal. I'm using the crystal stickles. So shiny and sparkly. Love. Okay. Stickles. All right, and now I'm going to come through just with my hot glue. It's the only place I am hot gluing, and I am going to just hot glue this butterfly down in the middle, right there, just to each edge. Now I'm going to see if I can show you this. Of course, I'll put pictures at the end so that you can see. Oh, wait, let me put my lid on my glue because it's just spitting everywhere. Excuse me, still trying to get over this awful cough. But look how gorgeous are these. This is my Shabby Angel Christmas pennant made out of, you know, Gina's what's it called? Build a pennant. I mean, just cute, right? Absolutely love it. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will put pictures at the end that show it more beautifully than you can see it here. See you next time.